Counsel Robert Mueller reportedly examining a previously undisclosed meeting set up between Trump associate Roger Stone and a Russian figure who allegedly tried to sell information on Hillary Clinton. By the way, this was not disclosed by Stone or former Trump aide Michael Caputo during their interviews with the House Intel Committee. And based on a pair of letters from attorneys for Stone and Caputo, they now believe, oh, the guy was an FBI spy informant trying to set him up. Here to explain more, the author of a brand new book, Stone's Rules, the ever so shy, demure, and non-controversial Roger Stone. All right, so you start kind enough to send me your book. Every chapter's about how you dress. Roger, I wear jeans and T-shirts, except for this hour of my day. I broke every rule.
Yeah, but you've got good taste in neckties, Sean, so it's okay.
Half of them are Trump ties, way before the election, by the way. You know, when I first heard the headline, I'm like, okay, why didn't they tell? And then as I read it, and I talked to Michael Caputo about it, why don't you just tell? So you met with some guy that said he had dirt on Hillary, offered...
Yeah, Michael Caputo contacted me, and he said that he had been contacted by a man using an alias, as it turns out, Henry Greenberg, who had information that he said would be of great value to the Trump campaign. I met with him, and it turned out...
By the way, this is important. Every congressman would take the call if they got that call. Oh, we got info on your op research on your opponent.
Well, and in a presidential year, I mean, I was writing a book, The Making of the President. I was starring in a Netflix documentary. I was appearing once a day on InfoWars, where we're fighting a terrific war against net censorship. But I took the meeting. And Henry Greenberg turns out to be an FBI informant of Russian descent who's been admitted to the country 9 times on informant visas, who is a violent felon who otherwise could not be in the country. And then he tries to entrap me, but he gives away the game when he says he wants $2 million for negative information on Hillary. When I tell him I don't have $2 million, he says it's not your money I want. It's Donald Trump's money.
Did you ever bring it to Donald Trump?
I think it's the first known example of the Peter Strzok insurance policy. I think it was an FBI plant seeking to compromise, and I think to entrap me and to compromise Trump. I never mentioned this to the president.
Why didn't you mention it earlier? And again, your lawyer said you spoke honestly and truthfully. It never came up in the hearing. Why didn't you bring it up?
Well, in all honesty, remember, this is in May of 2016, which is prior to Hillary raising Russophobia. I simply didn't remember it. But since the results of the meeting don't produce anything illegal or improper, I have no reason to dissemble or to hide it. I merely forgot it. The more important question is, why is a government informant who's been admitted into the country 9 times on FBI-sponsored visas coming to see me at all? It's a setup.
You know, this is, you know, between the spies in the campaign and everything else we now know, I want the answer to your question. Why? Why was this guy trying to set you up? Now, you never told the president, correct?
I never mentioned this to candidate Trump or President Trump. Rudy Giuliani is exactly right about that because it was such a ludicrous idea. I turned him down flatly. The Washington Post accurately reported that. I said no dice, not interested. It just smelled like a shakedown, but now we know it was much worse. It was a setup.
This is scary. These are scary times. Stone's Rules, Roger Stone, good to see you. Thanks for being with us. When we come back, more highlights from the president's rally tonight. Straight ahead.